Speaking of the Players Association, the NFLPA issuing a statement that reads in part, "We are disappointed with the decision denying a rehearing as there were clear violations of our collective bargaining agreement by the NFL and Commissioner Roger Goodell. Despite today's result, the track record of this league office when it comes to matters of player discipline is bad for our business and bad for our game. We have a broken system that must be fixed." All right, let's now get to the legalese of all of this, and we turn to our expert, Michael Coyne, Dean at the Massachusetts School of Law. Michael, at this point, Brady's only course of action is to take this to the Supreme Court, but based on his legal team that he's assembled with a number of lawyers who do have experience arguing before the court, do you expect him to appeal further?
I expect that he will probably play out the string, file an appeal, but I think that the likelihood of the Supreme Court accepting this case is non-existent.
Well, if the case is heard, what are the chances that Tom Brady actually wins?
Well, that would be a really good sign that there are justices of the Supreme Court that think that there are issues there that warrant further review by the Supreme Court. That would be a good sign and give him some hope that he has a chance. But that's a really unrealistic way to look at this. The law in arbitration and arbitration decisions is very well settled. This is not a case that's out of the ordinary. The fact is the NFL Players Association lost this case when they delegated so much power to the commissioner, and the commissioner is well within his powers. That's what the Second Circuit has said, both when they issued their original decision as well as at this point in time when they've denied any further review.
Okay, so give me a timeline, please, of when all of this has to take place. We heard from Tommy Curran. Brady is thoughtfully considering his options. If he does request a stay to the 4-game suspension, is there a chance that this could drag on through the season again?
Yeah, within the next 7 days, he'll have to file a request for a stay if he desires a stay of the decision. After that, he has 90 days then to file his request for a petition for certiorari to the Supreme Court. If he doesn't get a stay and the Second Circuit doesn't have to allow the stay, he would then petition Justice Ginsburg for the stay. Again, if he's not granted a stay, he will serve those first 4 games, and I think that's the likely outcome that we're looking at this point.
Yeah, Michael, when this is all said and done, how do you think this ends in your best judgment?
I think it ends with him serving those 4 games, and I think that's a football decision whether he serves the first 4 games of the season or the last 4 games. The good news for all the rest of us is this is rest in peace for Deflategate. We are at the end of the process.